Hey, what's up? It's Castoo. I just wanted to check out the new Revenant and make a video testing out, how much money can you make in an hour out here as a pure. So for this video, I will be using the toxic blowpipe. I have about 2K darts, 2K scales in it. Notice as well, I will also be using the Salve Ammy Ei. So I have that imbued from the Nightmare Zone. I've watched some other videos, and some people said they didn't use it because it protects over or like gets protected over by the dragon items and stuff. But it doesn't, with the exception of the dragon plate legs or plate skirt. But I would need two of those before I'd have it lost. And I'd need three really before I'd be guaranteed to lose it. So I'm not too worried about that because if I had three dragon plate skirts, I'd definitely be banking that one. So my combat is 72 and my stats are 91 range. I'm 86 strength. I can get one more strength level without getting a combat, but I'm not going to do that. Obviously, with 50 attack, there's no point in me trying to melee these. So I just use range. I have the crossbow for like some hopeful, last hit on the dragon sort of deal. Let me bank check this, see what this amount is. Yeah, so the black D-hides here, they're actually worth a decent amount. That's probably behind Onyx Bolts, the second biggest drop that they have. So that was another, let me see, 400k. And yeah, so every trip, I'm banking about every 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. It's usually about 500k, 400k bank. Oh, wonderful. I am TB'd. So let me show you this fight. Usually, if it's one versus one, I actually don't do too bad. When I get banged out by a clan, it's not going so well. That's why I actually only bring one brew, because one brew is useful versus like one person, but versus a clan, I could bring 10 brews and it won't matter. I'm just gonna end up losing it all. Yeah, here, let me spec him because there's nothing here. I just realized I don't have another glory if I even wanted to telly. So he TP'd me, but it doesn't matter because I just have a Salve Ammy. I forgot to grab a glory after I used that last charge. So I'm just trying to drag him over to drags right now. That way I like have a chance of having him get KO'd if I can get a drag on him. No antidote, so that sucks for me. Can't tell. Oh, no, he's Venom, so at least I got him on that. All right, drag, get him, get him, get him. Nah, he lives. No, crap, drag got me. Sometimes I'll use the extended anti-fire before I go out. Just to save me from those dragons there. The dragons when you're running over, and also obviously PKers. Looks like he's out right now, so I'm just gonna smite. Smite. Ah, so close. Venom hit. Venom, no. Yeah, I didn't end up getting him. And it sucks too, because since didn't bring a glory and I was TB'd, I wouldn't have been able to get it even if I had killed him, and if he had died in edge. So that was a bummer. All right, so I came back out. You can get a good view of my stats here. They're not good. They're basically just what you need to do a couple quests like Lost City, which I think I did for Slayer. I'm not actually quite sure why I did it. I don't intend on getting 60 attack. They need to change it so that the Onyx bolts appear like larger, because sometimes when they drop and there's a lot of red dots on the minimap, it's really, really hard to see. So banking here. Am I wearing a ring of wealth? I just realized I think I'm wearing a ring of wealth. So here is another. This is what, 520k. I got a little bit more in the looting bag too. It's kind of a bummer. It's hard to I can't price check stuff that's in the looting bag until I take it out, put it in the bank, and then pull it back out again to price check. Oh, TB, wonderful. Oh, look, level 13. So note, I am in, yeah, you can see, I'm in a no protect world. I'm in PvP. I'm in world 37. So Nah, I wasn't really sure what was going on with this guy here. But I figured, I have a lot of combats on him, so I should be able to do just fine. Again, try and drag him over to the drags. Though I'm in the position where if the dragon walks over, I'm gonna be the one that gets hit. But doesn't matter. Yeah, so he starts running. I don't get like what this noob is doing. Uh, he's like level 59, and you'll see what he tries in just a second. He's trying to get it so I can't attack him right there. He's trying to tree me around the stalactite, stalagmite. I think it's stalagmite, stalactites. I don't know. Ask someone else. I'm not good on that kind of stuff. All right, so that guy goes to TB him, but then throws the tangle on me, and I still wasn't totally sure what was going on. He stands under me. I'm thinking he's going for the log, and then I realize, they're just trying to, they're just trying to lure me or something. Um, so he's on me now. I think that he had to have the 50 log because he was out of food. And so then there's like I at first I just thought the 50 logged back in. I'm not going to attack him, but I'm wondering like why is he not scold? What's going on? Uh it was a level 87. Like he was trying to switch out a level 59 for an 87. Anyway, the 94 does end up killing me, so I lose, maybe 100k. But it was actually about 5 minutes of like him fighting me before he did that. I schooled up there. I just wanted to try specking out a level 50. I don't know why. Wasn't very nice of me. I'd forgotten the Salve Ammy Ei, so I figured, hey, I need to bank, need to go grab my Salve Ammy. I might as well, hit someone while we're at it. So this is getting closer to the end of the hour now. I was only going to test this out for an hour, see how much money I can make. If you notice, I've died once, and I've had to telly out, I think it's twice now, due to PKers. Um, I guess once it was actually me just telling out because I forgot something because I scold. But it's pretty common out here. You get attacked a lot. I tend to stick at these upper drags. I'm not really sure why. If you notice, I also spent a lot of this video on World 37, or the PvP worlds, because there's a lot of 124s, 126s that come through, and they just clear everybody else out, but they can't touch me, which is nice. Occasionally they'll have like a 110 on their team, but usually the 110 will leave me alone, as long as they're not TBing. I've been here a lot since the release, but I haven't actually like quantified how much I can make in an hour because I haven't really had time to play for more than like 30, 40 minutes at a time, which isn't good for a video like this. You can see my kills and death ratio over on the side, 488, 332. I think it was about 300 last week before this came out. So as you can tell, you die, at least once an hour out here, if not more. The key is just, knowing when to bank. Like right now, I should be banking. I'm gonna bank in a second, but I'm getting greedy because, well, because I have a lot of money and I want to make more money. If you can't tell, there's one guy over here. He has the Salve Ammy Ei, so me and him are matched. His range is probably a little better, but some good RNG, I can negate that. This guy has a ZGS maybe. Terrible weapon. So that's getting me a lot of kills. This guy doesn't even have a backpack on, or an Ava's accumulator. I don't know why. So it's a ton of drops when you can get in a position where it's you and one other person, just killing them back to back. If you're by yourself, it's actually a lot more difficult. Here you can see what I'm talking about when the 124s or 126s come through. So they just kind of take care of all my opponents, and then I don't have to have as much competition. I hop away to bank. That way I don't jump into Edgeville and then get smacked. Yep, just checking this world. I don't know why I went and looked up on that world. I have no idea. Um, do a little check on this trip, see where we're at. So we've had 600K, 400K. There's another 400K. I think this is going to be last trip here. Uh, oh, plus the one where I had to telly after I scold. I think that was maybe 200K. So far we're at 1.6 mil for the hour. It would be a lot more if I hadn't died with another like I don't know 100K, 200K maybe. And also just the time it takes to to bank and re-gear. A little 5 minutes there, not even 5 minutes, like 2 3 minutes there. A few times an hour. That really adds up, and you could increase the profit by like 20% if you didn't have to deal with that. Also with the large amounts of world hopping I have to do. So if you notice here, I this is going to be my last pack, and then someone I don't even know where they were on the screen, but they get the ancient statuette. I'm not sure how much that's worth, which one that is. Um, I think the ancient statuette is like one of the best ones. Let me check that actually. Oh, it's only 2 mil. That's not great. Um, that's pretty whatever. Yeah, so TB by that same level 50. So I actually have to run down all the way for this last bank. So this is gonna be the last trip of the hour. Um, 600. Yeah, so it's about 2 mil an hour. Like you could get more if you're getting more of the kills, and it could easily be less if you're getting killed a lot. Um, yeah, this is me just hopping around. While I was making this video, I figured I'd come out to Chaos Druids, just check it out, see what I could get, see what I could kill. It's not really worth PKing out here unless you're like AFKing and doing something else, because it takes like 20 minutes to get aggro, and then it takes another like 20 minutes to find someone to fight, and you get kicked off the worlds for hopping too much. So, unless I have something else to do, I don't really come out here much anymore because it's such a pain. I tried to actually PK this morning, and I think I spent like 20 minutes trying to find someone at West Drags, and I realized in that time I could have just made 500K at revs. So if you are a pure and you want to make money, go get a Salve Ammy Ei from Nightmare Zone, and then head on over to revs because it's definitely the best money making in game, and it's by far the most fun. So this is actually a bank video from before I started the hour. If you want to see kind of what I made at revs earlier earlier this week. It's about 5 mil. I'm actually realizing looking back at this, I still probably must have like 1,000 coal sitting in the bank somewhere because I didn't include that in this. I also didn't include the U logs in this, so it should be a lot higher. In total, I've probably made like 10 mil since it came out. Maybe playing like 6 or 7 hours, which I know is not, that 2 mil an hour I was just talking about. So the key is you really have to go during not peak times. So for me, if I try playing when everyone else is playing at night, I'm just gonna end up getting clanman moded out, and I'll just get killed, every 10, 15 minutes versus, once every 30, 40 minutes. So I really don't recommend trying to do revs during peak hours because it's not going to be worth it for you unless you're trying to PK with some friends. In that case, by all means, if you're out with friends, revs is always worth it. So I'm really happy with Jagex for coming out with an update that people actually really enjoy for PKers. So if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe. I have more PKing videos that I'll probably be bringing out maybe later this month. Have a good one.